Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, a lot of you may or may not be aware, but during Malam Buhari's first coming as the military dictator, this was in the 80s, he used to have this decree called Decree 4, and what that decree was a gagging order to stop journalists from publishing articles or news stories that were critical of him. So if they published anything that was critical of him, he will have them rounded up and locked up. So that was Decree 4 back in the 80s when Buhari was the military dictator. So now fast forward to 2019 when Buhari is now the democratic dictator of Nigeria. So guys, I bring you this. NBC shuts down AIT Ray Power FM indefinitely. So again, NBC, so that's the Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation, shuts down AIT Ray Power FM indefinitely. So now let's get into the body of this story. The Nigeria Broadcasting Commission NBC has suspended indefinitely the license of DAAR Communications PLC, owners of African Independent Television AIT and Ray Power. The Director General of NBC, Modid Bob Kawu, who made this known to journalists this evening, said the ban is as a result of the broadcasting station's failure to abide by the broadcasting code. So now here is the statement released by the NBC justifying rather this political move that they have made, because this is a political move, of course, on behalf of Malam Buhari, because you have to remember that AIT is favorable to the PDP because DOPC is favorable to the PDP. So therefore AIT is favorable to the PDP, and this news organization, this communication organization that's now been shut down, is one that is favorable to the opposition party. So now let's look at the reasons that they are adducing for taking this obvious political move. So this is the statement from NBC. Following monitoring reports and complaints from concerned Nigerians about the broadcast content of DAAR Communications PLC, AIT/Ray Power broadcast stations, the NBC have over the last 2 years summoned on several occasions management of the company to address issues regarding the operation of AIT/Ray Power with the company, particularly political platforms and kakaki aired on AIT. In one of our meetings held on the 2nd of June 2017, the Commission expressed its disappointment with the way and manner hate speech, divisive and inciting comments are applied in discussions of national issues in breach of the provisions of the NBC Act and Broadcast Code. Again, on the 15th of August 2017, it became imperative to invite the company for yet another meeting on almost the same issues. Furthermore, whilst addressing another meeting on the 7th of February 2018, we highlighted issues of concern to the Commission, which indicated that the company had been breaching the provisions of Section 3(1.2) and Section 3(1.3) of the Broadcast Code. The company's delegates, in their response, promised to abate the breaches and comply with the law. However, on October 18, 2018, the Commission was disturbed by the manner in which social media issues became part of the mainstream media unedited on AIT/Ray Power and was constrained to issue a generic letter to all broadcast stations on this. Instead of making amends, the management of AAR Communications PLC resorted to the use of media propaganda against the regulator. Even the letters from the NBC were posted on social media platforms, he said. Needless to state that DAAR Communications have over the years turned themselves into a bad example of how a professional broadcast outfit should not be run. In their relationship with the NBC, DAAR Communications carries on as if it is beyond the regulatory direction of the Commission. They don't pay their license fees as and when due. Its broadcast is patently partisan and one-sided and deliberately inciting and heating up the polity. The management of the company has created the habit of using the channel to fight its personal battle contrary to the statutory requirements of the law. So today, the 6th of June 2019, AIT/Raypower embarked on use of inflammatory, divisive, inciting broadcast and media propaganda against the government and the NBC for performing its statutory functions of regulating the broadcast industry in Nigeria. So now let's pause there. The fact that they use their media outfit to attack the government is nothing to do with the regulatory body, because the regulatory body is not there to defend the government, is there to regulate the media space. So if a media outfit is attacking the government, then that's between the government and the media outfit. And if the government feels that it is hard done by, the law courts are there for them to seek redress. So it's not up to the regulatory body to determine that somebody they cannot control the content of a news outfit. It is not up to them to state that a media outfit is attacking the government, therefore that is not a good thing. If a media outfit is not attacking the government, then what is their job? It is the job of the media company to attack the government, because to hold the government to account, and holding the government to account often means attacking the government, because in most climates, most media outfits is always against the government, exposing wrongdoings, keeping the government on its toes, etc. This is what media outfits do all over the world. So I'm not quite sure why media outfits now attacking the government in Nigeria is something that's anti-regulatory, or why the regulatory body has to take a position on this, but this is what they have done. So let's carry on. Consequently, after several meetings with management of DAAR Communications and many letters of warning, the NBC today, 6th of June 2019, took a decision to suspend the license of DAAR Communications PLC for failure to abide by the Commission's directives, the provisions of NBC Act, Cap N11. So that's probably the relevant act of law that they're using to shut down this organization. The shutdown order is until further notice, Kawu said. So the shutdown order is until further notice. So this is now the position of the Nigerian Broadcasting Commission, shutting down media organization that is not friendly to the doings and the antics of Malam Buhari and the Malam Buhari administration. Earlier today, chairman of the station, Raymond Dokpesi, held a press conference where he accused President Buhari of using the NBC to victimize him. I have it on strict authority and very assured information that the highest echelons of the government, the presidency, queried and challenged the NBC that they were not doing their job. How on earth could they be hearing and seeing on AIT what they termed hate speech? Any criticism of this government is hate speech. The NBC is acting under the authority of the President and Commander-in-Chief. The licensing fee in Nigeria is one of the highest in the world. There is no country in the world where you have this type of exploitative fees. I have appealed for the reduction because the payments cannot be sustained by private broadcasters in Nigeria. This economy has plummeted. This government has called this organization unprintable names, which has deterred several advertisers from patronizing AIT. I sought an audience with the NBCDG. I called, sent letters, and sent texts to him, but he refused. In spite of the fact that we have to run generators 24 hours of the day, I have remained committed to keeping the spirit of broadcasting alive, Dr. C said at the press conference. So I'm not quite sure why he needed to add that, the generator. The fact that we have to run generators 24 hours a day, I think that's a dig at the government not being able to provide electricity. I think Fashola said that 6 months into coming in, he will provide the electricity all over Nigeria. So I think it's 4 years in now, nearly 5 years in now, and the whole country is still in darkness. So I think that's a dig at that. So really, the government says, Buhari says, these people are criticizing me. What is NBC doing? And suddenly NBC finds a reason to shut this place down. And this is usually what happens. Anybody that is critical of the Buhari regime is immediately hounded by the apparatus of state. We've seen that with Saraki. We've seen that with Dino Melaye. We've seen that now with Raymond Opesi. So any voice that is critical of the Malam Buhari regime is immediately hounded by the apparatus of state. So that is why I started this video with that Decree 4 comment, because this is really going back to that draconian times when Malam Buhari was the then military head of state, and he was using Decree 4 to stifle the media space. So he's now using the apparatus of state to stifle the media space again under a democratic dispensation. So 40 years on, nothing really has changed. This guy is exactly the same person he's always been. He doesn't brook any opposition, and he just believes in brutality and force, and this is what we're seeing playing out now. So the next 4 years portends a real grill on the Nigerian space, and there's going to be an assault on the senses, and Nigerians are going to be traumatized by this guy. There's going to be mass brutality, and it's going to be a hardship of dictatorship, and all the signals are already there. So he's shutting down media outfits that are critical of him, is revoking oil prospecting licenses to people who are not in his favor. So you are now seeing the direction of travel of the next 4 years. So conversations in the comment section. Freedom of speech in Nigeria. What freedom of speech in Nigeria? Come, let's have a chat about free speech in Nigeria in the comment section. But before we go have that chat about free speech in Nigeria in the comment section, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray, bell button, that way you're notified every time I drop a new video. Then come join me in the comment section. Let me know what you are making of this. So I'll leave you here, meet you there. But here I say peace.